Hello, everyone. We traveled to US now, and we are in Florida, and we have lovely Shannon and Guerby, and we are talking to this lovely couple about tea and what they are doing. So before starting the chat, I would like to ask you guys to have an introduction for us.
Hello, my name is Guerby. My last name is Joseph, so this is where the name of Joseph T came from. Currently living in Florida. We used to live in New York. Couple months ago in June, we moved to Florida because for a better quality of life. Because New York is overpopulated, and we love nature and we love the water. We love the beach, so we moved to
Right.
Florida. Yeah, because it's you got a better quality of life, and we love it here since we moved. I was born in Haiti. I came to the United States in 2001, and I love it here because there's a lot of opportunities, and now we came up with Joseph Tea because we wanted to help people to live a better life because tea has a lot of great, amazing health benefits.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Thank you so much for sharing that. What about you, Shannon?
And I'm Shannon Reinhardt, soon to be Joseph. We are engaged to be married.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so very exciting. So I grew up in my background would be that I grew up in Pennsylvania in a small rural area outside of Philadelphia. Grew up in nature, absolutely love it, and enjoy new adventures in nature. Then we were both living in New York City. I was there for 6 years as a director of sales in the hospitality industry. And, Guerby and I met as two entrepreneurs and very hardworking individuals in the city, fell in love with each other. And, we decided to put our passion of nature, entrepreneurship, and health and wellness and really do something with that passion that we had. So that's a little bit of a background of who I am.
Thank you so much, Shannon, for the sharing. So we should wait to receive an invitation for the wedding soon. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's in May.
Yeah, May next year.
Come to Tampa.
Great. Okay, that's great. So thanks for having that introduction for us and also our followers. Now, if we want to go back to the tea business, can you elaborate more about the business that you guys started, which I believe it was a dream, and now you put this together and start a few months ago. Am I right?
Yes, that's correct. So Guerby and I launched Joseph's Tea July 25th of this year.
Wonderful.
And, when we really got the first idea about doing this was, I think, November of last year. We had gone to a museum in New York and we were walking around exploring the city, and we found this little tiny tea shop. And I was like, oh, let's go have tea. So we went inside and we had this magical experience. And we were sitting there drinking our tea, just really enjoying each other, falling even more in love. And we were like, it'd be so nice. We both at the same time were like, we want something like this one day. So the pandemic happened. Of course, everyone was impacted by that. When we were cramped up inside a very small one-bedroom apartment, and everyone was scared about their health and wellness and security of jobs. And we thought, let's start Joseph's Tea online, and let's help people, improve their health and wellness with our tea, and help them, calm down at night. We have a sleep tea that help people relax and sleep naturally, with all the stress that everyone is under. And we just started making plans. And then, thankfully, 6 months later, we were launching Joseph's Tea.
That's great. Thank you so much. It's great story. At the end of the day, not only for me, but also for anyone watching this and anyone as a tea lover, that's good to know how a dream started somewhere. And you guys put this together, plan it accordingly, and now start the business, which is great. And as you mentioned, there are lots of health benefits behind tea. And if you want to elaborate on that, we can write a book. As we can see, there are
Yes.
lots of books about tea and herbal. I have few books in my house, and then each of them few hundred pages talking about just tea and herbal, which is great. Based on that experience that you mentioned, if you guys want to tell us more about the tea industry and culture in US, or I don't know, maybe New York or Florida or your area, what you guys can share with us.
Sure. I would say what we found first, for Americans, they typically like the convenience of a tea bag. So when like we launched our product, the first product line that we came out with was all of our tea is served in pyramid sachets. So they're biodegradable pyramid sachets, and that's because Americans really enjoy the convenience of having the tea already measured in an individual bag to be able to use.
Ready to
So
drink.
the tea culture in America is more of convenience, right? Like having that. And then I would say a lot of I mean, because the tea comes from all over the world, you know, our tea and I mean tea in general, right? It comes from China and
Yeah.
Japan, and it's from all over the world, all different cultures, India. So everybody experiences a little bit differently. I would say that what we've experienced in America in the tea shops that we have here, especially like the one we found in New York City that we loved so much, that was a loose leaf tea, you know, that they steeped in a pot. We got a little timer, and we were able to have like a little table that we sat down together. Here in Florida, we actually went and did a tea time experience. That's when Guerby proposed to me, and that setup there, the way that shop had done it, was we had each of us had our own teapot, and it was again loose leaf tea, which you know is very very good. And then we had tea sandwiches and salads and scones and small pastries, like bite-sized pastries. And it was just a really nice experience for us.
Yeah. Also, in the US, people love having a great time. You know, they love the experience. They like to meet their friends. Sometimes they have meetings at the tea shops, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of people just drink tea or coffee. You know, they love the experience. So that's one of the things that we wanted to create the experience. But because of COVID, you know, that's why we decided to do the online tea shop. And you know, after COVID, then we're gonna come up with like a different plan to create that experience for our customers.
Yes, in person. We hope to have a shop in Tampa, Florida. So it's gonna happen in a couple years.
I hope the
Probably.
same for you guys.
Yeah.
I hope the same for you guys. You have done a great job in just a short period of time. So that would be great to hear the news from you guys that you opened the shop. So please keep us in the loop. So based on what you guys telling me, in US, the people are okay with a bit of both tea bag and loose leaf, but maybe as you said, for convenience reasons, somehow it will be more tea bag. Am I right?
Yes,
Yeah.
especially if they're going to purchase it for their home. To make it at home, they like the convenience of having the tea bag.
Okay.
Yes.
But the majority of the people still prefer coffee or a mix somehow.
I think
I would say coffee, yeah.
yeah, I would say in America, there's definitely a lot more coffee drinkers. Although, you know, health and wellness is becoming, you know, people are becoming more aware.
Exactly.
The awareness is building. There's more information than ever before online, you know, and on social media. And people are starting to realize the health benefits that come along with tea. You know, and I myself used to be a coffee drinker, but then I have a naturopathic doctor, and she told me, you know, because I was feeling stress and anxiety, she told me, stop drinking coffee. Coffee actually sends your adrenal glands into overdrive, and it produces a stress response in your body. And I thought, oh my goodness, I had no idea. So I started drinking English breakfast tea every morning instead of coffee. And you know, I love it. I don't even miss the coffee anymore.
That's great. During the time that you had these tea experiences, has any funniest story happened to you guys? Anything to share with us?
So, yeah. You know.
Well, when Guerby was getting ready to propose to me, which was a surprise, that was during the tea time we just mentioned.
Wow, great.
Yeah, there was these three ladies sitting behind us who I don't know if they had never been to a tea time before, but were complaining, asking for sodas instead of tea, and just making a fuss over everything and kind of making a scene. And I could tell that Guerby was it was making everybody else that was
Yeah,
really
uncomfortable. Yeah, yeah,
enjoying
yeah.
themselves. Everybody else was dressed up. They
Yeah.
had their hats on. Like everyone was enjoying and loving this tea time experience that this woman Anna was putting on for all of us. And then they were making everyone uncomfortable. And I could see Guerby was starting to sweat. And I was like, what is happening? But they ended up leaving just in time when then they brought out our beautiful three-tier tray with all of our goodies that we were going to eat, and my engagement ring was on the tray. Yeah.
Wow, great,
So.
great. Well done. Okay, great story. In order to elaborate more on your business regarding the different tea and health benefit, is there anything specific that you guys want to share with us? Health benefits or different tea that you guys are selling somehow online?
Yes, we do currently have, and we're growing this already all the time. We've only been open for a couple months, but we started with 20 hot tea flavors and we sell them in the pyramid sachets. So like one of my favorite is white peach. It's a Pai Mutan white tea. So it's like one of the least processed teas that you can find, white teas, all of them. They're a little
Exactly.
bit more expensive because they are the least processed. And ours does have like a really nice peach flavor added to it. But white tea is fantastic for a female's health, and specifically helping women get their hormones on track. If you're trying to have a baby, and my naturopathic doctor knows way more about this than I do. I'm not a health professional, but she recommends white tea to every woman to start their day with it and drink white tea. And she's helped a lot of people conceive children that were having issues before with teas and other herbal remedies. Um, and green tea, of course, everyone it kind of realizes that green tea has a lot of health benefits. So it's loaded with antioxidants, and it's very, very good. So there's a lot of different, reasons to drink green tea. And I think that one of the things that I found the more research I do, because we're learning all the time too, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot to learn.
You're learning every day all the benefits of the teas. I mean, I was looking at our organic wake up blend that we just launched as well. And these we do sell loose leaf. The organic is all loose leaf. But I was
Nice.
looking up and each ingredient, rose hips has its own, ginger, of course, has its own health benefits.
Exactly.
Lemon balm, peppermint, licorice root, fennel, all the ingredients in the herbal teas, every single one has health benefits. So it would be difficult for me to go into each and every one of
Yeah.
them, but I would say it's worth taking the time to educate yourself. If you're having an ailment, find out what herb can help that ailment. And you can probably find a tea that's going to help you with that. Headaches, peppermint is actually good for headaches. It's good for digestion. So, I mean, there's so many great things that we can do for ourselves and our bodies naturally.
Definitely. What about you, Gary? You want to add anything regarding the health benefits or the tea?
Um, yeah, we just launched 8 new flavors of organic tea because her doctors
Dr. Julissa,
Julissa,
yeah.
but she has a lot of patients, and then she was advising us. She was saying that she would recommend her patient to our tea if we have organic,
Yes.
and so that's why we just launched like 8 new flavors of organic tea, and we work with like a certified 100% certified organic manufacturer. We go to the factory, we check out all the teas, and we taste them, and we choose all the flavors that we like, and we think our customer would like, and then we package them and make the label.
Yeah, but I would say like as far as my like a health professional, right? Like my doctor is telling me, I'll recommend your tea if it's organic. Not that any other tea isn't good, but it's always good to be conscientious of what you're buying and making sure that it's coming from a reliable source.
Definitely.
And organic tea, is always a good way to go. We're all natural.
That's great. I mean, in my mind, I don't recall any other questions somehow to go through. But I want to see if you guys have anything else in your mind to say, anything missed during our chat that you want to elaborate more.
Well, first I want to thank you so much, Ferry.
Yes.
Thank you for this. This was so lovely to meet you and talk to you. I hope we get to come to Australia and visit you in Melbourne.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love to. I love to see you guys. So
that's the first thing. So thank you.
Before COVID, we love to travel. Before COVID, we were going to Paris, Portugal, Spain. Yeah. But we had to cancel. We had to cancel our flights because of COVID. But we got some credit. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to travel again, and we'll make our way to Australia.
Yeah, and everywhere we go, we look for opportunities to have tea experiences.
Yes,
definitely. Better days will come. So we need to have hope. We need to be patient. And we are having the same problem. Now we are in stage 4 of lockdown. From 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. it's curfew. I can go only 5-kilometer radius. That's it. So there are lots of limitation. Wow. But at the end of the day, as I said, we need to have hope and then be patient, and better days will come. So stay safe, take care. Looking forward to catch up with you guys soon in Australia and Melbourne. And then, anyway, keep in touch.
Thank you, Ferry.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.